Every story has chapters. Some close, some begin. And starting a new one often feels messy, uncertain, even uncomfortable. We often think of new beginnings as fresh and exciting, but most of the time it looks more like this. Imperfect, a little chaotic. Here we go again. It's not necessarily the prettiest or most comfortable process, but a lot of good things can happen in between. And I've learned that God often does His best work here, in the uncertain and the unknown. 9 years ago, I left home in Indonesia and moved 10,000 miles away to the US. And 3 years ago, I packed it up all again and moved from Florida to Connecticut. And now, once again, I have moved. This time, I'm not only moving physically, but in a couple of weeks, I'm also starting a new chapter of life, a new beginning, marriage. New beginnings are exciting, but they can also be stressful, because change isn't always the most fun process. When I first moved to the US, I knew very little. It felt like I had to start over, learning the new language, the new culture, how to make new friends as a foreigner, and it wasn't always easy, but eventually I found my way. And when I moved to Connecticut, I had to face yet another new environment, new community, and a new life. But despite my experience with moving and dealing with change, I still felt lost, overwhelmed, and even homesick. Even with this exciting move across town and starting an exciting chapter of life, it still brought resistance and it feels uncomfortable. Because the truth is, one of the things that makes us uncomfortable is change. We're on our way to the new apartment. Huge shout out to Ian, Matt, Yoslin, and Haley. Without them, this move would have been so much harder and so much longer. Deeply grateful for their help, and I'm definitely excited for this new move.
That's a grape. I can see a grape from a mile away. I can see the grape from a mile away.
Thanks to the crew.
Change can be exciting, but it always carries the unknown. There's optimism, but also fear. There's hope, but also anxiety. And through all these years, I've learned one principle that I'll carry for the rest of my life. Embrace change. Looking back, I've seen how God used every uncomfortable moment to shape me and grow me, to grow my faith, my mind, and my character. And I'm convinced that every new chapter, every new beginnings, whether small or big, is an opportunity to grow. So whether you're starting a new job, moving to a new city, beginning a new major, or stepping into something you didn't plan for, embrace change. Not because it guarantees success, but because the one who knows you is leading you on a journey worth taking. A journey that might seem uncomfortable at first, but is ultimately good. As Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." So whatever chapter you're in right now, don't resist it. Embrace change. Because God is writing something beautiful in the process.